stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. I'd like to call this meeting to order, please. Do I need a second? No. Okay. I'd like to have a motion to approve the agenda.
So moved.
Well, do you want a
Yes.
second?
Yes, second.
I'll make a second, but I have an addition.
Okay, what is the addition?
Under old business, the town survey, the senior survey.
Okay, so when we have our discussion, can you talk about it then?
Sure.
Perfect, thank you. Did you hear that, Janika? Yes. Okay. So with the addition of the senior survey to the agenda, to the minutes, can we please have a second to approve the minutes of the last meeting? Did I do that right? Just say somebody say second.
I second.
Thank you. Okay. The next is the agenda. Does everyone approve the agenda?
Move to accept.
Second.
Thank you.
Discussion?
Is there any discussion of it?
The addition
Oh,
of the
it will be
senior-
added to it. Got it.
Yes, gotcha.
Okay. Can we have some staff updates, please? My favorite part.
Yes, so we wanted to bring Diane Gutman from Wellington Cares to come up and give you a presentation on events that are coming up for them. Diane, if you could come up, please.
Excellent. Welcome, Diane.
How is everybody today?
Very good. And you?
Well, thank you. Everyone here is familiar with Wellington Cares, correct?
Yes.
Okay. We have an event coming up in May 4th. We are going to have a fundraiser held at Swank Farms. They're actually holding it for us, and proceeds come back to Wellington Cares so that we can use the funding that we raise for our seniors that we provide services for. So I wanted to give you some information on that.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Oh, thank you. Was it time to put this in the Prime News, or is it?
So we'll actually be doing the primetime news following this meeting since we'll have the homegrown hero.
Oh, okay. So will we be able to put in about the senior event for Senior Cares, Wellington Cares?
Yeah, we could put Wellington Cares in there.
Excellent.
Yep. Okay, so I have several updates, so I hope that's okay. I hope you're excited as I am. But I want to give some of the new things that have now came to the Community Services Department. Before, it used to be with the Parks and Recreation Department, but now they have moved everything senior into our department underneath me. So that's really exciting. I'm pretty excited about it. And just to I want to go over some of the things that have been brought over. So we are going to be doing bingo now, and bingo is going to be on March 27th, and it'll be at 10 o'clock in the morning at the Wellington Community Center. So that is something new that has came to our department, so that's really good. We also have the AARP driving course, and that will be this Friday, will be the next course, the 15th of March. So if you would like to sign up, you still can sign up if you'd like to. We have Pilates Fusion now, so I'm going to be making sure that that's passed around as well. And those classes are on Tuesdays and Thursdays, 6 to 7 at night at the Wellington Community Center as well. We have Zumba and Zumba Gold, and then also Zumba Gold Chair now. So those will all be in our department too. So hoping we can get more seniors out to participate in those events as well. We have yoga and yoga lattes, so we have that as well. And then senior aerobics. So that's one that I know that is pretty full most of the time, but we are looking always for people for that too. And then morning Pilates. So that's a class that we also have. And then power yoga. So those are some of the new classes that have came over under our department. So I'm looking forward to promoting those and getting more people in those classes.
Excuse me,
yeah.
Sharon has a question.
Can you tell us how much each class is going to cost?
Sure. So the bingo is $3 per person. So if you come, it's $3. The winnings, you actually will win Publix gift cards. The last game is $50, so it's a pretty good prize. The AARP driving course, those are going to be $15 if you're a member. If you're not a member, it's $20. Pilates Fusion is going to be $75, and that's for the entire month of the class. So it's not per class, it's a time period in which the class is for. And then Zumba, so you have Zumba, that's actually going to be $24 if you're interested in that. And then the Zumba Gold is $24, and then it bumps up to $32 starting in April. And that's also the same way, so it'll be a monthly basis. And then yoga and yoga lattes will be, depending on which, if you take a Tuesday, Thursday, or a Saturday, can range from $60 to $75.
Per month?
Yes. And then the senior aerobics, for instance, for March, it's $45 for the month. And then for morning Pilates, it is $80 for Tuesdays and Thursdays. And if you're just wanting to do one day a week on a Tuesday, it's $48. And then you also have power yoga, and power yoga is $35. So yeah, it's a lot of new classes. We're really excited about it to get the word out to all the seniors and get them more involved. And also we are going to be having pickleball. So, and I know it's a fad, and we actually played the other day, so it's really fun, but we're going to have a grand opening event, and I would love everyone to come. It's going to be on April 1st at 9 a.m. at the Boys and Girls Club. So we'll have a grand opening, and then people are able to play. That's going to be offered Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. So it will be indoors as well, because I know that was an issue, so with the weather and everything. So those are some of the new things that are going on. As far as the older things, we have March 26th is our next symposium, and it's on healthy living, and it's at 11:30 at the Wellington Community Center. And also, I just want to remind everybody of the Wellington Community Foundation and their work that they do in the community. We're able to keep the seniors in their home, but there is an income restriction. So we're looking for those seniors that, are at a certain income and can't afford to fix their home. We're always looking to help people in that aspect as well. And then I was going to wait for the senior lounge update because I know we're going to talk about it, but I have to share the news. But it's been going really well. The senior lounge is open Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. And on an average in a week, there's about 100 people that are in and out of there. So I think that's pretty good.
I think it's wonderful.
Yeah. And what I've seen mostly is groups of people, friends, are going in and playing. They'll go in and watch television, do a crossword puzzle, read a book, and it's a good way for people to kind of mingle and meet new people. And the really nice thing is they'll go to our events and then they go to the senior lounge. So it's a way for them to kind of have an after party, I would say, with their friends. So, but as far as that, that's really all the updates that I have.
Excellent. Thank you so much. And
You're welcome.
from what I hear, it has been very successful, the senior lounge. Everybody is enjoying it, and I can't thank you and Paul enough for hearing our request and making it happen. So thank you so much.
Well, I have to congratulate you, Jennifer. I know I emailed you, but the way you've listed things in the prime time news, I think that's fantastic. Too bad we can't do it every month so people can see, except instead of covering like 3 months.
Right.
But fantastic.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
No
and
problem.
and that brings me to my next thing. You know, as far as getting the word out, we have way improved, I think. So the prime time, we're getting the word out. The senior lounge has actually helped us get the word out as well, because at our events, I tell people, make sure you stop at the senior lounge and get the information that's out there. And also partnering with all of our partners in the area, like Wellington Regional, Palms West, they get the word out for our events to our seniors as well. So it's really great.
Okay, Sharon.
I think that we should thank Veronica McHugh for actually pushing for that senior lounge. So any of you seniors out there, I think we should give her a big hand. She fought for everybody.
Thank you.
Yes.
Yeah.
I want to say the same thing too, because in the last couple of years, I've been seeing changes, positive changes to the seniors right here. More activities like the senior lunch, these activities you have, Jennifer, is amazing. You know, you have so many activities for the seniors. And the bottom line is, you know, the seniors will benefit of that, you know. We need to take them out from the house and get involved in activities, you know. And this is, I work with the seniors, you know, and what happens is when they stay in the house all day, that's how trouble starts. And I enjoy to hear that all those activities we have for the seniors, because I would be there.
Thank you. That's what I always hear too, is that I need to move to Wellington.
Yeah.
So I think we're doing a good thing. Thank you.
Yes, thank you. Thank you, Veronica.
You're doing a good job.
Yes.
Paula, do you have?
Oh, I just wanted to say, and in terms of now that we are having everything, I guess, under one umbrella, I think that was one of the things that once Jennifer came on, I really wanted to make sure, instead of dividing things at the Parks Department versus what was here, it was very confusing to know who to contact for classes. Bingo was being operated here. And so I think now that we are truly one-stop shop for all things senior, that's going to help our senior population as it is growing, and we are able to make sure that we hear from all of our seniors, and we can add any type of programming in that is needed. So what we have, I don't want the seniors to think that this is just, you know, Pilates and Zumba. If there's something else that's going on out there and you want us to research and see if we can bring some new classes in, that's what we want. We're here to hear from the seniors as to what they want programs offered. It's not necessarily, Jennifer is doing a great job in terms of the research when it comes to health and wellness, because we get a lot of information from the doctors that come in, and they also let us know what good programs and activities are for our seniors to do to keep them healthy. But again, we want to hear from the seniors. What you want is what we will then make sure, just like how the senior lounge came about. I mean, you told us we needed a place, that you needed a place for the seniors to be, and it is growing, and we're really happy about that.
Wonderful. The only thing that I would like to maybe suggest is that maybe in the future we could think of a way to get the price down on those. I know that it's independently contracted, it is expensive, but I'm sure that maybe one of our very talented seniors is a grant writer and could write us a
actually,
grant.
Jennifer is already working on that. A lot
Yeah,
of
she
our
is.
hospital partners and our doctors
Yeah.
will sponsor a lot of
Excellent.
these. So we also we're taking over something that was already kind of established. So as we move forward, we are looking, just like our health and wellness seminars. All those are always sponsored. We are definitely she's working on sponsorships so that hopefully that most things that we do offer will not be a cost to the senior or very minimal.
Right. And I think that's, of course, you're doing that, and That's who your people are, and that's wonderful. And I think that will even encourage more seniors to be able to not worry about the cost, but be able to go for the benefits. So thank you again.
Yeah, absolutely.
Veronica, I think so. It's a great idea, especially, when you have a fixed income. When you retire, you're subject to a fixed income and you have to budget. And that's what I'm going through every month, with my clients. They have fixed income. They have to, save some money to fix their house, save some money for gasoline, and it's getting expensive, Thank you, Veronica.
That was not me. That's that's all of them.
It's a teamwork.
It is teamwork, and it is a good team. Are there any other comments? Are there any comments from the audience? Oh, I'm sorry. You have to come to the podium and announce who you are and
how old you are.
Hi, my name's Katie Gator, and talking about exercise, where I came from, up in Ewing Township, New Jersey, we had free exercise 4 days a week for seniors to go. And that's why I was looking for something here like that, because $45 a month and it's very expensive when you're on a fixed income.
Right. And that's what Jennifer said, that she's going to try.
So if she could arrange any low, even $10 a month or something wouldn't be so bad. But
and you know what, Katie? I want to thank you personally, because you came to one of our meetings and handed us all papers about the activities that you had in Jersey.
Yes.
And even being from New York, I was impressed that Jersey had that kind of senior programs. And we all heard what you said, and we looked at the paper, and again, we try to do as much as we can, right?
If we want to age in place, we need exercise. We need to keep moving.
Absolutely.
So,
Thank you.
All right.
Well, don't forget to join us at Wellington Mall for the mall walkers. So
Yes.
we're still doing that as well.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I have a question.
Sure.
Since they give money to the senior club, why can't Wellington give money for the seniors to do their activities? I mean, that's just a question that maybe you can look into. I know you said a grant, but they're giving them, what, $75,000 a year or $80,000 a year for lunches and whatever they do. I mean, here you've got 100 people going to the community center and that, and all these other activities. That might be another way to look at, to pay for your, out of tax money. Just an idea, after all.
Can you, somebody,
Here's Hank.
Come on, Hank.
I can't sit still without opening my mouth. It sort of goes together. I think the senior club.
I'm sorry, you just have to introduce yourself, even though we know you.
My name is Hank Brody. What else you want to know?
That's good enough.
Okay, first of all, the praises you've given to Jennifer have not included a very, very vital thing that she does for us and with us. She's taken over the telephone system for getting our people registered for the luncheon and the events that we have. And that has been fantastic, and it's going to get better. And the reason for it is it's a trial and error kind of stuff. We do something, if it doesn't work too good, we make it better. And so far, every single month since we started, it's gotten better. Unfortunately, the person who works with her on it, he had an accident, and he tore a ligament, and that's why he isn't here. His name is Frank Andrews. Right. He's fantastic. He's the one who took my place as the membership chairman because I'm getting too old to handle it.
Yeah,
So
age is only
I
a number,
selected,
Hank.
I selected him, and unfortunately, he chickened out and got hurt. So I'm going to be doing the same thing this month that I did last month.
And if I could just interrupt you for 1 second, I want to tell you that everybody on the committee here is more than impressed with all the good things that come out of the senior club. The way that the trips, the luncheons, and I think it's a vital part of the community of Wellington. And we thank you. I mean, I know that all the seniors do. So thank you so much for, serving on the boards, for coming to these meetings, and to, address the concerns that that seniors have. Thank you.
Okay, well, I appreciate that, and I will tell Howard when I see him
Right.
that
Unfortunately,
you said nice
Howard could
things
not be
about
here
him
today.
again.
Right.
The thing is that we don't get a lot of money.
Well,
And I'm not here, that's not my thing.
I know.
I don't talk about money.
I know.
I don't even know how to spend it. My wife does that. Now, the thing is that we are looking forward to expanding our relationship with Jennifer in many ways. One of the things is we're a social club. We don't provide information like she does about how to spend your taxes, how to stay healthy, how to do all those things. She has a line over here, which is things that seniors need to survive.
Right.
The social club lets us survive and be happy.
Right.
We are a social club only.
Right.
We like to go to dances. We like to have fun. We like to have people talk to. We like to make,
Yeah.
things like that. We're not looking to expand our wherewithal to all of Wellington, only those parts of Wellington that need us, that are 55 years old, that are lonely, that need somebody to talk to.
I'm going to say something.
That's what we're for.
Hank, I want to interrupt you 1 minute. The point I was trying to make was that because a lot of seniors can't afford to pay for a lot of the things that Jennifer was talking about, that maybe Wellington could help out on some of those prices. I know Jennifer is going to be doing a grant or doing something like that. That was the point I was trying to make. And I only brought up the senior club, not because that's a separate issue, but figuring if they can help one, then they can help the rest of the seniors that want to do the exercises and get out. That was only the point. It had nothing to do with the senior money for lunches or the senior club.
Well,
so don't take it like that, because it wasn't meant like that.
I didn't take it any other way. I mean, I
It wasn't
didn't
meant
take
like
it.
that. I was just thinking to help everybody that they can go to these
All
other
I'm
things.
saying is we don't get as much money as you say.
Well,
We
it's
could
just an
use that kind of money, and if you give it to us, we'll find a nice way to use it.
I'll go to the casino with you. Thank you so much, Hank.
It was just a hypothetical figure thrown out.
Thank you.
know.
We like hypothetical things to be converted into actuality.
Well, if they would tell us how
If you
much you
can.
get.
We'll tell you. Here, she knows the money part. I only know troubles.
Thank you, Hank.
Thank you.
My name is Cecilia Teresi, and I'm with the Wellington Seniors Club. I just wanted to clarify when someone brought up the topic that we are getting the Wellington Senior Club, that we are getting funding from the village in the amount of $70,000, $80,000. The truth is, it is $51,500, and I want it understood that the funding we get goes strictly to the seniors. Every board member is a volunteer.
Oh, no, everybody knows.
Okay, the money is used to discount any trips,
Yes, Cecilia,
activities.
we-
Know that.
So I wanted to be clear that,
And the number thrown out was incorrect, and I apologize for that.
and that's all, just to
Right,
strictly.
yeah, but I think the point that Sharon was only trying to make is that maybe Wellington could also pay for more seniors for that, not in any way to disparage or to say that, anything bad about the senior club.
It was very clear to me. I just wanted
Okay.
to.
I just want to say one thing. I don't know why sometimes the senior club comes here and wants to fight with us if we say something. The point I was just trying to say was, again, maybe they could help the seniors in general that don't go to the senior club. And as far as the hypothetical amount of money, I know it was more, but that's not the point. The point was, I was just saying, maybe Wellington could help the people that can't afford to go to Pilates or yoga. That was the point.
Yes.
And so please, don't fight with us.
I don't think that I'm being antagonistic. In fact, I'm very appreciative of both Jennifer and Paulette. They've been very supportive of the Wellington seniors, and my opportunity to thank them both. And I
you.
thank you for the opportunity to just clarify a number, and that's all I'm here for.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Sam?
If I may, I'd like to also add that the budget for the seniors and the seniors club is about $51,000 and has been so for approximately 10 years with no increase. I don't know any organization that can function on the same amount of money for the last 10 years. There have been nothing else. When they used to have more trips, it's because they had to hire a bus, but the buses have gone from $500 to $700 or $800, and I would request on behalf of the club that their budget be increased. Thank you.
Too. I agree. I agree.
I just want to request to move on, and I'm sorry for the confusion, but I think so. Jennifer and Paulette, they do a wonderful job, and they want to explore different avenues. And that's what I understood, And we apologize, the confusion, but we are here to find ways to afford many things for the seniors. And that's why we had this. And I really enjoyed to be here. And thank you, Paulette, and thank you for Jennifer. They are moving these things for us.
Are you done?
Yeah, we can move to old business.
I really think that we covered the old business already,
Okay.
unless anybody wants to add to it.
If I may, I'm
Yeah.
just curious about the status of to get the complete title. We received the draft of the Senior Citizens Needs Assessment at the last meeting, true, 6 months ago. But is there any development with that draft?
Unfortunately, at this time, I know that we had our assistant city manager, village manager, Jim Barnes, come in and dress, and he actually put the draft together for you. We do not have anything at this time, but definitely we'll get back with him. And even in the meantime, between now and the next meeting, there is no problem with us being able to communicate to you all via email to make sure that gets out, but it would be dispersed to all the committee members at that time.
Perfect, thank you.
Thank you. Any other old business that wasn't
Done.
So let's move on to new business. One of the things that I've been hearing some talk about is seniors asking for self-defense and awareness classes. And I was wondering if there was some way maybe we could use the model that they used in Boca, where the police department actually trained seniors on, I don't mean like karate chopping the bad guy to the neck, but certainly being able to protect ourselves, being aware of our surroundings, and, making good choices.
Yeah, absolutely. That's as soon as I saw it on the agenda, I was proactive, and I did find an instructor. So I'm going to reach out to him on Monday and see. But he does offer free classes. But that is something that we could talk to law enforcement about too. So that shouldn't be an issue.
Excellent. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Any other new business?
I would like to add something.
Sure. You didn't hit your little button, but go ahead.
I would like to request to meet more often, because last time we missed a meeting and we met like 6 months ago. I'm taking time off from my job to be here, but I would love to see you guys more often, at least, every 2 months, Or
Well, Jose,
maybe-
unfortunately, the reason why we didn't have the last meeting, that was during the holiday season, so it had to be moved. And your committee wasn't the only one that was done that way. Public safety had to be pushed back as well. And in terms of the frequency of the meetings, I know that this has come up before, and our other committees also would love to meet more than quarterly, but it is chartered that way. And that would have to come from council for that decision to be made to change the frequency of the meetings. And at this time, that has not been what has been recommended from council.
Right, well, I'd like to make a motion to have it presented to council with the very reasons that Jose gave, that the people here today gave. We have not met since last August, I believe? September. And I've not been contacted by anybody from community service except from Jennifer when she told me that the meeting, might be canceled. So by sunshine law, we can't really call each other and say, hey, let's get together and talk about what these wonderful ideas or things that we have, or even about the homegrown heroes. So there's really no way we can initiate that, yet it's not coming the other way.
Right, but I think also, and I think this was addressed too some other time, that you can request a special meeting in
Correct.
between the quarterly meetings.
Right, which we
So
did
that-
at the last meeting. It's in the minutes. And it was, in the minutes, it says that you were going to set up the meeting, as was Mr. Schofield, to discuss the other things. And it never happened. I didn't want to overstep again.
But no, I can definitely, Jennifer and I will take that back to the village manager, that this committee is requesting to be able to meet more frequently, and then we'll get that information back to you once we find out from him his direction.
We were, I'd like to just add also, we were, I don't want to say on a roll, but certainly if you look around, when I first came to this committee 2 years ago, I heard a cricket and I saw a gecko or something running, but there was nobody else in here but us sitting here. Since that time, we've had spirited conversations. Many things have been accomplished, and I'd like to see that trend continue. I think it's good and healthy for the senior committee and community.
That's the reason why I requested more time. Like I said, I'm volunteering my time, but I don't want this committee go down, because right now I'm happy to see everybody here in the back, and this is made me happy. Made me the reason to be here with you guys. To bring more activities for the senior. And thank you to Jennifer and Paulette. They working hard for this, but I don't want this committee to go down. Because when, like Veronica said 2 years ago, 3 years ago, we'll be here. We talking among ourselves. It was nothing going on. Now is going on. Now I want to just keep moving. Because this is a benefit for you guys in the back. It would be benefit me eventually. So almost there.
Me too.
So I'm happy. So I want to see you guys again. Back next meeting.
Any more? Oh, yes, Hank? You have to come up and talk. I'm only giving you 3 minutes, though. Come on.
Maybe even less, because I'm not sure you Years ago, this is Hank Brody. Years ago, you promised the seniors a place we thought of our own, where we could have a big, place to have meals and and all kinds of wonderful things in a new building. That didn't happen. Everybody apologized, but they never told us why it didn't happen. But I have a question. My question is this. I just read in the paper that we're going to be, the town is going to be spending a lot of money on beautifying the perimeter of the lake. I don't know if they're going to do this or not. But if they have enough money to do that, Why can't, and I don't know what it helps and who it helps. It certainly doesn't help the seniors.
Right.
If they can take that money that they were going to use that for and buy some land and put a little, it would sort of be like a great big building for the seniors surrounded by people who own businesses. These businesses would have, they would have sort of an allegiance to the senior building. Mm-hmm. They would be there on a rental basis. The money that they earn would be in part shared to support the senior building. We would have no conflicts with the businesses around because it's a business just like any other business. You can be innovative like that. You can build a wonderful facility at hardly any cost, for the senior. I mean, the money would come in to support the seniors, and you would have a business, that would be flourishing. You'd be creating jobs.
Right.
You can do all kinds of wonderful things.
I think it's an excellent idea. Unfortunately, it says Veronica McHugh, not Mayor Gerwig anymore. And that's something I wish I could say, come on, let's get our pitchforks and let's get that done. But that would be up to the town council.
I understand that.
And maybe, Hank, you speak beautifully and you make an excellent point. I think you should go to the council meeting and tell them.
That's what I was going
I'm
to
too
say.
old to do that.
No, you're not.
Oh, yeah.
That's what I was going to tell
I
him.
need some people like you who are younger, beautiful, who are articulate, who are political. I'm none of those things.
This is my favorite person in the world.
Listen, I can't do it. I have this idea. I have this dream, actually. I dream about it every night. Mm-hmm. How can we help the seniors? Mm-hmm. I don't have that much to live. Maybe 3 years if I'm lucky. He knows, but he's not telling me. What I'm saying is, if we have money to do that kind of stupid thing, why can't we use it smartly and have it earn money and have it support the things that we hold dear? Excellent. And you are the people who can make it happen. I can't. I gave you an idea. I gave you a kernel. I depend upon you to carry it. Thank you.
We'll do our best. Very good. Sharon?
What I was going to say, Hank, is that maybe you can get the professional buildings right around the corner from here, and maybe they can use the professional buildings where they're collecting rent from. Maybe you can put that idea, but you have to go to council to submit that idea.
Why can't you do it?
Because
we can make a motion.
I might start yelling, because I think that's such a good idea. And because nothing gets done. I've been on this committee for 5-6 years now, and we have fought for housing for seniors. We have fought for a community center, and it only goes from here to here because it was brought to council. Matter of fact, Tony Francetta, who used to be the chair of this committee, was at the council meetings almost every month. And he would speak almost every month. And it always goes like this, in this here and out this here. So you got to go complain. All your seniors from the senior club, write something, write the council, tell them.
You don't want to rock the boat.
Well, there you go, see?
Go ahead, Jose.
She's right.
I know.
If you guys want to make the change, you want to make a movement, you have to come to the meetings, to council meetings, yes. How many of you here come to the council meetings? Raise your hand. Only one. And because I see this on the television, there's not many people are here, one or two. All the people that want to push the subject, they're here. But nobody from the city right here pretty much is here, So we if we want to make the changes, you have to get involved.
Sam?
If you recall, the the Wellington Professional Building has been purchased by the Village of Wellington.
I know.
And it was purchased at an expense of $6 million, and it had businesses in it which will no longer be there, and there's suggestions to just tear it down and build a beach or other things, and that was a purchase of a building and then to do nothing with the money that was purchased with it. I mean,
Right.
it's
Right.
beyond me.
Sam?
Again, it goes back to, there were 3 meetings to discuss this. And I don't know if it was a fait accompli, but we are limited in our scope of what we can present and not present to the council. And I really do think that this is not within our scope. This is something that has to go, as Sharon keeps saying, directly to the council.
I think that there's how many seniors that go to the senior luncheon. If you take up even a petition and have everybody sign, and then one person present it to council, and that's how you get the ball rolling. You've got to become activists. I'm done. Done.
Any other new business?
Can we change the time?
I am going to be an
I-
activist.
I have the democratic, sorry, demographic representation, no pun intended. Oh, wow. And I have a little prepared statement about that. And I want to thank, first of all, the Senior Club for coming to the meetings and voicing your opinion and your concerns, and actively, Hank said that you were not political, you were, entertainment. Well, I disagree with you. When you come into this room, you have become part of the voice of the seniors in our community. So I want to thank you for that. Of course, I want to thank you 3 for the excellent job that you've done and do. The wonderful programs and activities, and recreational everything. And I want to thank everybody on this board for the wonderful work and great ideas that you have. And I just want to take a moment to use an old phrase, look with pride and point with hope. That the accomplishments that we've done here, the Homegrown Heroes, the Senior Mentoring Program, the Senior Survey, and the countless number of ideas that we bandy about from you, the public, from this committee, that actually is heard by community services and put into action. It's a wonderful feeling. And I point with hope that the Senior Advisory Committee will be able to continue the good things that we've done for our community, in particular for our senior residents. I would hope that the committee would be able to meet more frequently, address more issues, and explore new ways to let our senior residents be heard, connected, and involved. And to all senior residents and colleagues and friends, I urge you not to let the sunshine and retirement let you go quietly into the good night. Rather, take advantage of all the wonderful things our town offers. Be mindful of the things that will make our town even better, or services that might help you or your neighbor. All ideas that could be brought to this committee. So it's with a very sad heart, I'm going to cry. I won't be here.
I know.
I'm going to be moving to Virginia, and I have my daughter is ill, so I'm going to be there to help her. But it has been my honor and my pleasure to have known you all and to work with you. Thank you. I would have bought a cake, but I thought that would be kind of like bad to bring your own, go buy cake.
Well, Veronica, on behalf of staff of the village, thank you so much for taking on this role. You know, there are a lot of people who want to see great things happen, but it takes very special people to step up, and this is not an easy position to take on.
Except for the target, it's fine.
So on behalf of community services and all the staff of the village, I want to thank you, and we are hopeful and in prayer that your daughter will get
you.
better, and we wish you well as you go on to Virginia. And if you need anything from us, please let us know.
Thank you. And I forgot to thank Mr. Napoleon for first appointing me to this position. And I'm also very hopeful that when I'm replaced with someone who has the experience, knowledge, and no offense, Jose, the age to serve on this committee and had the demographic representation that would be so needed for this committee. Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, so public comments? Oh, sorry. Sam?
Should the gavel then be passed to Sharon so she can conduct the next election, because
Yes.
that has to be done too?
I don't know if everybody wants that.
You're next in line.
There you go.
And Hank, you better behave. I'm not taking over now. No, I'm going to adjourn the meeting, actually.
Can,
I'm-
can we just transfer the?
Yeah, I just want to adjourn the meeting.
No, well,
Wait. Let's go. Wait,
I'm
Janet,
like this.
So why don't we just finish the meeting?
yeah.
Yes, let's just.
Okay, so any public comments? Yes. Okay,
So before you go,
how about board comments?
can we request the time change again for 30?
Oh, take that up at the next meeting.
No?
You know what, well, yeah, we're gonna have the board comments, and then we'll have the closing comments. I don't know when the next meeting is. I'm hopeful that it will be within the next 2 months. But we'll definitely let people know. And I fortunately have to agree that I think that the 3:30 meeting is working better
Okay.
than our 4:30 meeting was.
Stay, we
next,
stay.
I'm sorry, the next meeting will be on June 13th at 3:30.
Oh, maybe I'll come back.
Okay.
And we'll make sure for those in the audience and those who are not here, we will get that information out as soon as possible in terms of the scheduled next meeting.
Now, is there any way that if there was going to be a sooner meeting, that they would be able to get that information out?
Oh, absolutely, but we'll
Okay.
make sure it's in enough time to get the information
Gotcha.
out. Okay.
Okay, so board comments, we'll start with you, Jose.
No comments.
Okay, Sharon,
No comment?
Mary,
Just the very best wishes.
thank you.
Total surprise.
Sorry to see you go, and hope you have a great time and a great life.
Thank you. I buy snow boots. I guess closing comments. Again, I want to thank everybody. It's been my pleasure. I'd like to make a motion to adjourn the meeting.
Motion
second.
to adjourn.
Second.
Seconded.
Gotta
Meeting's
vote.
over.
Got to vote.
The meeting
Wait.
There, all.
unanimously.